Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to my channel, Hips Here. Today's video, you guessed it, is a makeup collection video, and it's going to be on primers and foundations today. And I'm kind of also going to do a declutter as well, because quite frankly, I'm not using the foundations. I don't wear foundation on an everyday basis. I wear it like on specific days if I feel like, or if I want to, you know, wear foundation that day. So I'm just going to be getting rid of some foundations because they are relatively new, and I thought it would be better to kind of pass them along now than later on. Even if I say kept one or two and thought, oh, okay, I'll try it out again and see how I feel about it, it'll be nice to just kind of pass them along to someone who will actually use them and enjoy it a little bit better while it's still fresh and new and usable. Because either just the undertone is incorrect or the shade is a bit too dark, so that's why I thought it'd be just best to just pass it along now. I still use primers, even though like with concealer or just even by themselves, just because I like how my skin has become afterwards. It just makes it kind of nice and smooth and just looks a little bit hydrated, so that's why I like using primers even by themselves. But yeah, so I think I'll start off with, let's start off with the primers first. I'm going to show you guys two little mini ones. I have the Benefit Professional, and I actually really like this. It is just, as it says, a pore filling kind of primer. It is a little bit transparent when you blend it out, but at the moment you can kind of see it's kind of a skin tone, but it kind of really blends really nicely into the skin and has a little bit of a scent. So if that does bother you, I wouldn't really recommend getting it, because you can have other pore filling primers that are out there without much of a scent. But yeah, I really like this. It just really nicely smooths out the skin. It makes it really nice and soft, and I tend to use this around my nose and on my chin, and yeah, I really like this, so I'm definitely going to be keeping this one. And it lasts me for a really long amount of time because I only put it on like 2-3 areas on my face, like in the center really. The other one that I have is a sample of the Illamasqua Hydra Veil, and this is the Rehydrating Gel. So it is for dry skin, and I tend to also keep it kind of all over my face, but I also try and kind of put a little bit extra hair on my nose because that's where it tends to be the driest. And it is just a thick, clear gel. So I don't know if you can see, it's really, really, really thick, but it just kind of like, as you can see, kind of goes a bit liquidy and blends really nicely. It makes the skin feel so soft and hydrated. I don't think there is a scent that I can tell of. I think I kind of put it on top of the Benefit Professional, so you can't really smell it. But yeah, I really like this. It's a really nice little sample size as well, so you can get quite a good couple of uses out of it. If you can, try it out if you can get a sample of it, because I really would recommend using it for really dry skin as well. So I really, really like this stuff. The next one I feel is kind of similar to the Benefit Professional, and it's the NYX Angel Veil. So this is a nice affordable drugstore primer, and it's just a white kind of base, but it goes kind of clear when you blend it out. I'm just going to see if I can show you guys what I haven't actually put primer on. So yes, it looks like there, and it's really similar to the Benefit Professional because I feel like it makes your skin feel nice and smooth and flawless. So it gives that kind of a base, so it kind of fills, I feel like, your pores a little bit. And yeah, and it's just a really nice lightweight base. Like all of the ones I have are nice and lightweight, so that's why I really like it. And then I don't want to be able to feel the primer on my face. So yeah, I really, really liking this. I've had this for a really long time, but it's lasted really well, so it's still fine. I just keep it in a nice cool dry place out of the direct sunlight, and yeah, so definitely going to be keeping that one as well. The next one is, where is it? It's here. The e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. Now, I think I'm going to pass this along because even though I like it, I like the fact that it has a pump. It's just a clear primer, so you can really control how much you take out because of the pump. It is really nice and hydrating, don't get me wrong. It has this weird kind of scent to it, so one, I don't really like it, but it kind of goes away, so I don't mind it as much as well. It's like a love-hate relationship, I guess, with the scent. But it takes a lot of time to absorb into your skin. I would like my primers to kind of just absorb straight away in my skin. I'll leave it on for a couple of seconds or minutes so that it kind of absorbs a little bit better, and then I'll go in with my foundation or concealer or whatever. But this one, if you take too much of it, it can get a little bit greasy. So that's why I'm thinking of just passing along. I tried it a couple of times, and even though my skin looks really nice once I've used it and once it's kind of absorbed into my skin, my face just looks nice and hydrated and like even a little bit. So no, you know what? No, I'm gonna pass it on because I know that if just that little greasiness, it kind of puts me off. So I'm thinking of passing on to someone who will actually use it and enjoy it a lot more. So yeah, that will be passed on. Okay, the last primers I have are actually still samples, which I kind of like the fact that you can get samples and try this out before actually purchasing it. But I don't know about the sachets, because that's going to be a little bit like you have to put it in a little pot, and I don't know, like we'll see how it goes. I have 3 of these, so I'm gonna probably pass on 2 of them because I don't think I'm gonna need that much. This is the Paisley Cosmetics Correcting Makeup Base. So I'm gonna be trying this out. If you would like a first impressions on it, do let me know in the comments below because I am curious. It's for every skin type, and yeah, it has quite a lot of information at the back. So it softly mattifies and soothes and stuff like that. So yeah, if you would like a first impressions, do let me know. So I will probably pass on a couple of these because 3 is too many. So yeah, so looking forward to trying these out. So the last little product I do want to talk about is not really a primer, but it is a tinted moisturizer slash BB cream, and this is the only one I have. This is the Olay Natural White Miracle Fairness BB cream, and it's in the shade Fair, and it's SPF 15. I love this because it's really nice and hydrating for my skin. It's a proper moisturizer. It has a little bit of tinted to it, so it's like a tinted moisturizer basically, but not too much that if you don't want to really wear too much makeup, you can kind of go off with it, and you can just put concealer on top if you want, or like a mineral powder that matches your skin, so that will give you a little bit of extra kind of coverage. But yeah, so I really like this. It's really nice and hydrating, and it gives you kind of like a glow to your skin without looking weird. Does that make sense? Because it doesn't like make your skin look white, like you put powder on your face. It just kind of gives you a little bit of a glow, and I think that's because it's such a nice hydrating moisturizer. So yeah, so tinted moisturizer. So yeah, I really like this. I'm not going to be passing this along anytime soon, and it has that typical Olay scent to it. So it really reminds me of my childhood because my grandmother used to use this brand. So yeah, I really like this BB cream. So I would definitely recommend if you want to try it out because it's really nice and hydrating if you have really dry skin like I do. So yeah, now on to foundations. Okay, I'm going to start off with some more samples that I have. I have a couple of samples of the Liquid Foundation Aqua from Paisley Cosmetics. I have the Lush Satin. I have Long Cover Fluid, which I have the same. I have this in a bigger size, but I think I may hang on to the samples. Unfortunately, I don't know what shades they are, so I'm hoping they will match me. So I was thinking of doing maybe a first impression using these. At least this way I'm not going to be wasting too much product, and I will be able to at least try it out. So yes, I have a couple of different ones. I think I have like 3 different types in here. So yeah, I'm going to be keeping on these just for now because I have, yeah, there's I think maybe 1 or 2 doubles, but that's about it. So yeah, so definitely keeping these little foundation samples. I know it's going to be a little bit of a pain to kind of transfer into a little pot and stuff like that, but I still like, I will use it. Even if, I know kind of, when it comes to foundation, I know the first time I try it if I will like it or not. But yeah, I just hope it matches me. So sticking to Paisley Cosmetics, I have actually a couple of foundations from them, and I'm actually going to get rid of all 3. They're either a little bit too dark, which I can kind of work with if they're a little bit too dark for me, but I feel like the undertone isn't correct for me. I'm like a bit of a yellowy undertone, if you can see kind of by my neck, so I feel like it needs to be a little bit more yellow. But yeah, so I'm thinking of just passing this along. This one is a brand new, untouched foundation, and this is the Collagen Moisturizing Foundation in Natural 302. So that's what it looks like. This is for really dry skin, I believe. Yeah, medium coverage and has dry, sensitive, allergic skin. So yeah, so I'm going to pass this along and see if maybe one of my family members or friends want it, and otherwise I'll just give it to like donate to or something. So yeah, so this is the same. I feel like this would actually match me though, but I think it's, I don't know, I don't want to open it because I know I'm not going to use it, so I think that's just better. There's one foundation I am keeping which I know I like and I love it. This is, like I said, the Long Cover Fluid from Paisley Cosmetics. I actually really like this. It's just a really hydrating foundation, and yeah, I really like this. It has strong coverage to it, dry to normal skin. It's just, like I said, I think it's a little bit too dark, which I can still kind of work with, but I think the undertone is not correct for me. And it doesn't seem to blend as nicely maybe as I wanted to. I don't know. I know there was something that I didn't really like about it. This one I'm definitely passing along. This is in the shade 203. This is a little bit too dark for me as well, and this is the Matte and Cover Sebum. It still works for my skin in the sense that even though it's dry, it looks really nice and flawless. I just will have to probably use like a hydrating, like luminous primer underneath. But yeah, I thought instead of me just holding on to it, using it again, I'd rather pass it on now while it's still relatively new. And yeah, so it is a little bit darker. I prefer This, like, as you can see, this is a little bit messy as well, so that's why I just want to pass it along. I'll clean it up, obviously, and disinfect it a little bit. But yeah, I'm just going to be passing this along. I really like this kind of one, like this format, like either in the pump form or like this, where I can open this for you guys because I've already opened it. So it's like a kind of spatula kind of thing, so that way you can kind of control how much you're taking out and not kind of messing up the rest of the thing, because I wash my hands and then I use my foundations anyway, just to kind of decrease germs. So yeah, so going to be getting rid of those 3. And this is another one that I'm thinking of getting rid of, and this is the e.l.f. foundation serum. I think this is the Beautifully Bare one, and this is in light to medium, and this is a little bit too yellow for me, so I'm thinking of passing this along. It has a nice coverage, it's a really nice lightweight foundation, but I don't know, it's just not the right, you know, color. I wish someone would have helped me when I got this, but yeah, I'm not really the greatest person with trying out products. I'm selecting the right shade for myself, but yeah, I really like the fact that it has a pump to it, so it's just really nice and easy to kind of control how much you want as well. And yeah, but just the color shade is incorrect for me. And the last one that I want to pass along is, either I may bin it because this is pretty old, and every time I have used it in the past, even with different primers and everything, I have noticed that it's kind of a little bit obvious that I have something on my skin. And this is the NYX Invincible Footage Coverage Foundation. This is in the shade light to medium. But yeah, the shade is actually fine for me. It just looks a little bit obvious that it's on my skin, and I prefer foundations that just have a flawless kind of skin look to them. So yeah, this one is going to be passed on as well. The last foundation that I absolutely love and I'm definitely not getting rid of, and this is the only foundation I'm actually keeping apart from the sachets that I have, like the little samples. This is the Makeup Forever HD High Definition Foundation, and this is in the shade N140. So if you can kind of compare the e.l.f. one, the e.l.f. one's a little bit too yellow, whereas this is the correct shade for me. So yeah, this is what I love. It's just a flawless, lightweight finish to it, and it just looks like my skin, so it looks like I don't have anything on my face. So yeah, definitely keeping this. This is the old packaging. I know they've reformulated and they have the Ultra HD now, but yeah, I wanted to use this up, and I really would recommend this if you do want to try it out. Just get a sample, try it on in the store and then see, but yeah, I really like this foundation. So that's it, guys. I will quickly show you guys what I am keeping, and also what I'm kind of giving away. So this is what I'm giving away. So I'm giving away 5 foundations and 1 primer, so that's like 6 items in total. And I'm also thinking of also giving away these as well, just because, you know, I have like 3 of these, so I might as well just give away 2. And then I'm just keeping a couple of samples, primers, foundations, and then 1 actual foundation, which I absolutely love, and a BB cream and 3 primers. So the 2 mini ones will probably finish soon. But yeah, so that I think is really good. Just getting rid of stuff in general is really good, I think. And that way I'll at least be able to use the stuff that I do have. In the comments below, let me know what makeup collection video you would like to see next. I was thinking of doing my bronzers, concealer and powders, because I don't actually have that many of each item, so I thought I could combine the 3. So if you'd like to see that next, please let me know in the comments below. Or if you'd like to see something else like lipsticks or lip glosses or something, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I'll do a little blog post for you guys, so if you want some close-ups of the products or a little bit more information, I'll leave that down below in the description box, as well as my social media. So if you like, please do follow me on those, just so you're kept in the know of when I do upload. And yeah, that is pretty much it. So thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!